we can talk on behalf of us.
Wil dit opbring?
Ja.
Okay.
Engels of Afrikaans? Engels? Wat?
Ja.
Afrikaans?
Afrikaans.
Oh,
Ek is nie so goed met Afrikaans.
Ja,
Wie kan
maak dit.
Afrikaans?
baby Dutch.
Ja.
Die baby
Praat.
Dutch.
Afrikaans praat.
Afrikaans.
Waar is dit, Chief Susan? Kom uit.
Kom julle gaan.
Ja, Chief. Yes, Chief. Ek kan nie Afrikaans praat nie.
Okay, praat Engels is fijn.
Okay, ek gaan Afrikaans en Engels meng, né?
Ja. Nederduits, ja. Baby Dutch.
I'm a researcher, and I've been doing it for over 20 years. And there's a lot of things that I found out that does not make sense. And I found a lot of problems in the information that they gave us, which is all lies. And we found out also that we are not colored. We're not colored because we mix black and white. We've always had this because of our melanin. And our melanin gives us this color that we are. And there's darker people or lighter, depends on the sun where you are born. So the more sun you have, the more darker you will get. So that is one of the things that they did as a racial classification. They're still calling us colored today and trying to keep us hostage with that colored identity. Because the minute we are Aboriginal classified according to their law, and then that means that we don't have the Aboriginal status. Dan kan ons mos nie Aboriginal wees nie. So it's like kind of a force thing that they're doing on us. We're pleading for about 30 years. We're asking for this colored word. We don't want it, but they just don't want to hear us. Another story is we went to court how many times. This government courts doesn't work for us. They just throw our cases out. We were just sitting and talking about it now. They throw our cases out. They just, we write to government. They don't answer our emails. They don't answer. We give in memorandums. We do everything. Nothing. They don't reply. They are blatantly dismissing us, making like we don't exist. And the people that are actually behind us, this facade that they're keeping as a government, this government is not really a government. This government has got another government behind, and they are the ones that is pulling the strings here. And in 1998, they sold our country. They sold it to certain people, the DA, ANC, and EFF. They are the shareholders also with the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and whoever they are. And they put our country on the stock market, CIK 932419. They put our country on the stock market. And because we are now in the time of the New World Order agenda, this COVID was all part of the agenda. This was pre-planned, I would say, 300 years ago. So this New World Order agenda, the paper bulls, I don't know if you know about the paper bulls. The paper bulls, they already designed what they're going to do right now. So this is, even the Bible, the Revelations is part of their plan. So we are going according to the plan, thinking that it's supposed to be from God, but all the time it's them that has actually done this. So they keep on saying, oh, it was like they foresaw, and you know, God said this and God said that. All the time it's all their own doings. So when they came here, the Netherlands people were here before them. That was in the 1800s. Okay, my research, I found out that the what you call it, the British people came here. I did see something about them buying the land from the Netherlands. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not 100%, but I did see something. Now they're saying they conquered our country, which I have got documents to show. They never conquered, because colonized means conquered, and it also means dependent. We are not dependent people, because my family, I am from the King Moshish family. I am my history. I did know about it. My mother did tell us the history, but I didn't know more than that. And so when I did go back there to go do the history, I found out that King Mashish was actually the king of the African continent, and the African continent was actually Ethiopia, and he was actually the Ethiopian king. So that means the whole of Africa, why they divided Africa, the British, because they gave the African the countries to black people to rule. Even the Lesotho, that king there is not really the real king, and Botswana and Swaziland, and these leaders, they are paying these white people, which I'm talking about, this British people and whoever, 85% of the tax money. So these black leaders are not telling us these things. That when they came in and they made it in negotiations, so 85% of our tax money and our monies that we are collecting over here, we are like slave workers, is going out of the country. So it's not coming into the country. And the whole African continent also, you'll see it's poverty. You just see poverty all over. Every country is like falling down, and yet other people in other countries, I also found it, we've got family all